Pisces, the last and final 12th reading of the day. I'm not in my usual environment, so if you're familiar with my channel, you'll see that the background's a lot different. I'm improvising. But this is your March 2021 tarot message, spirit guided message, channeled message, all in one. This is for the first 2 weeks of March, 1st to the 14th. Pisces, what is happening? What is going on with you? Look at that. So spontaneous movement is going to bring you into a good amount of prosperity. At least that's what your hope is. You have the hummingbird. This is about shifting your perception, optimism, being optimistic, agile, quick. This is being strong, but at the same time being sweet. So you don't have to be strong and overbearing. You could possess a great deal of strength and be very sweet. And a blessing on your love. So somebody who loves you very much, kind of coming through with this. This is a spirit guide blessing. This is like you are probably the first couple weeks of March feeling very full in the heart chakra. You have the waterfall of divine love too coming out, so that speaks directly to that as well. And then we have one more card to pull, and then we'll get into the tarot in just about maybe 5 minutes. Pisces. Radical expansion. I love that with the hummingbird. And then blessing on your love and waterfall of divine love. It's all about that heart expansion that you have going on. That heart expansion is actually going to put you in a very good place, I think. You have a blessing on your love. That's the Celtic spirit guide blessing. So you're being blessed with having a full heart, right? And being able to express that appropriately and adequately to the right people in a way that's going to help you form solid bonds, connections, and the waterfall of divine love. So this is spirit raining down that love on you. You're able to express that and pass that on. And this radical expansion, to me, it's like, to me, this is like your heart is expanding. It's growing right here, this card. You have milk and honey. This is getting down to the nuts and bolts of prosperity. It's like the vision that is potentially coming through. It's the the figurative land of milk and honey, where everything that's in it flows with abundantly, and there's more than enough for everybody, and nobody goes without. So that's really kind of like this. That's kind of this vision you have in the hummingbird. I'll read the affirmation on the back because it will be something you won't be able to read if I hold it up. It says, shift the vibration of the thoughts, words, music, or other sounds you take in each day so that they nourish you. Give yourself permission to change your mind and your direction based on what is happening in the moment. You can protect yourself by listening to your instincts. You know how to bring out the best in people and yourself by connecting with your beautiful soul. Balance a surge of activity within some divine downtime of deep stillness and rest. Give sweetly to yourself and others. You are encouraged to explore your capacity to transform and evolve. And so what's really interesting here is really being very instinctual, and shift what it is you're telling yourself if it's not a benefit to you, right? So if it's not building you up, then shift what you're saying, thinking, and telling yourself. Don't keep your mind in things that are actually tearing yourself down. So sometimes we tear ourselves down worse than other people can do to us. So definitely realize your potential, your skill. You really, the hummingbird is very, very skilled. They're quick. They have endurance like we wouldn't believe. But this is that strong energy coming out. And it almost reminds me of the strength card in a way, because the strength card is about love and compassion coming out in all situations and circumstances. It's not about brute force, right? So you have the Tower coming in. So this is big change. I think opening your heart up, Pisces, is going to help you to realize big change coming through to you. You have the Tower and you have the Two of Wands. So something is falling away in order for you to walk through a new door. And you have the Three of Cups, so that's like bringing in a new period of happiness coming through in your life. And a lot of that is happening because it's about perception. Knight of Swords. So, and then you're rushing toward this once this tower starts to kind of crumble. And it's not a negative thing to say, like the tower is coming down, but things need to fall away in our life in order to make room for the new. And so really that's what this tower is, like the falling away of the old and the stale and the stagnant that isn't serving our highest good or highest purpose anymore. That's kind of crumbling and coming down. And I think that you just are okay with it. I don't think it scares you or worries you. I think you see that, like, there's just some people, places, and things in your life that have got to go, and you're willing to let that go. Some of this may be stuff that you're doing deliberately to kind of clear the space. Others of it is just connections and ties and situations and circumstances kind of resolving and coming to a completion on their own. That opens a door for you. All right, so that opens a door for you to bring in new joy and excitement into your life with the Three of Cups. It's like, I almost see this Three of Cups as like forming new friendships and bonds, like feeling like you're more connected to people who are more real and like you, like-minded, like-hearted. And so that Three of Cups is like, oh, finally, I feel like this is my place, this is my home, these are my people. So this is all about getting to that point. The first couple weeks of March is like really it's the culmination of that. Does that mean this all happens in March? I don't think it all happens in March, but it's like a systematic dismantling of the things that are holding you back. So that tower isn't like just collapsing and coming down on you. That tower is like skillfully just being taken down brick by brick, piece by piece, in a way that's just kind of cleaning up loose ends in your life. And I think a lot of it is just stuff that you're kind of working out in your own life, and others, again, like I said, are things that just are naturally clearing up on their own. Cycles are ending, and that's it. Things come to a completion. But you're running forward. Like when you see this happening, and you're seeing like this Three of Cups is like coming into your life. This like forming new bonds, and just like feeling happier, carefree, at ease, accomplishing, having that accomplishment come through in your life, because there's some kind of accomplishment coming through, a major accomplishment actually, with the Six of Wands here at the end of this read. It's like there's something coming through in the next 2 weeks that is like a major completion and accomplishment. There's some recognition in that as well. Not that that's like an ego-minded recognition, but there is a recognition in this. So you've taken on a big task probably, and you've wrapped that up, and you're ready just to move on to what really feels like it's more aligned with your true self. And so that Knight of Swords is like going after the true self. That is ultimately what you're going toward, is like, I want to get down to my true self, and I want to express myself as my true self. I don't want to live in other people's boundaries and borders and expectations. So you're able to kind of get out of like some of these things in your life that are kind of holding you back from expanding. And this is all about expansion for you, Pisces. This is a big expansion, this radical expansion. It's all about rapid growth, and definitely rapid growth in the heart. And that's really where you're going to end up in the place that you want to be, is because you're doing everything out of love and compassion. That's really what drives this universe ultimately, from a positive perspective or point of view, is like everything that we do out of love and compassion. It's like the butterfly effect. If you've ever seen that movie, it's like things just have a way of affecting other things completely on the other side of the world. If we acted out of love and compassion, we would see a lot different results. And this milk and honey is the result of that, like awakening to wanting to really just change and shift the way you're doing things in your life. So that hummingbird is like that optimism is coming out and you're just seeing things from a completely different point of view. You may have been very pessimistic because you're kind of in one place that you didn't really want to be, or in a situation you didn't want to be in, and so that can be a little bit draining, and it could like really take us down the road of pessimism. You're getting out of that. Like you're becoming the like eternal optimist here, because you're going to see big changes moving forward. So Pisces, that's your read. If this is your story, you'll know it. Leave a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. If you want to join me on Patreon, I post all my extended readings on there. So check that out if that interests you, below in the description box. I'm not doing extended on this. We're just ending it here, and we're going to say have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Bye.